Hi guys, Charlie here from FunkyVapes again. I'm really depressed. I just shot a whole video review for this thing, and my webcam deleted it. Anyways, Charlie here from FunkyVapes with another funky review for everyone today, shaking off the depression. We're gonna go at it again, full ass, whatever. I did a wicked unboxing, my first unboxing ever. I even kept the cellophane on. I did a real unboxing with an X-Acto knife, and I went through everything, and then it screwed up on me big time. My camera, that is. So anyways, this is the iTaste SVD. I had a wicked unboxing video for you. Like I said, it screwed up. So we'll pretend like I'm unboxing it, but it won't be the same. So, blah, 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 blah. What are we going to do? So you open the box. It's a box. It's got this plastic blister thing in it. It was next to impossible to get anything out of it. It's such tight tolerances. So I wedged them out with a screwdriver, and we went from there. Next, I looked at this little funky bugger, which we'll look at in a second, and then I noticed there was two tubes, and that was like, why are there two tubes? So we'll talk about that. And then I put it together. Now what I did was, I didn't use the instruction manual that it came with, which is very important because I actually figured out how to use it without the instructions, because the instructions are hieroglyphed onto the device. That's really cool. Not that cool, but pretty cool. Anyways, back to this guy. This is this knuckle-headed Vivinova looking chunk-a-dunk here. So right as soon as the video started, I filled one up with my custom juice, 50-50 blend, and I put it aside, let it soak. And then I noticed in the bottom that, first of all, you get two of these, which is pretty neat, because they're probably, you know, pretty expensive to buy them on their own. Then I open this sucker up, and it comes with 3 replacement heads. So really, you have 5 different heads to use this device, or this atomizer thing. On the inside, you have 16 wicks, not 8, not 4, 16 wicks, really thin, 1 millimeter, they're probably 2 millimeter wicks. Actually, they're not. They're smaller than that. They're probably millimeter wicks. And you have 16 of them reaching down, 3 mil capacity. This sucker's all stainless steel. Top comes off like so. You can use it on your Stardust, presumably. On the inside, typical kind of Stardust, Vision, Clear, whatever. I'm going to sneeze. And off to the races. I'm going to blow my nose. Sorry about that, folks. Here's some coffee. This is a really quick review. So, this guy here, it's all stainless steel, 3 milliliter capacity. Nice 510 connection, nice knurling. It appears and feels to be all stainless steel, which I like. This whole assembly comes apart. There's all your mop head style. And now I have a phone call. Bloody brilliant. I'm going to ignore that because it's my mom and she's right upstairs being an ass. So we'll put these things back together. There we go. Nice thick plastic on the window here. That's kind of refreshing. So anyways, that's that. We have 2 different tubes. It was a mystery to me why, but I'll explain the mystery. Basically, you can use the small tube. They're slightly different. There's a pretty good significant size difference. You can use the small tube with the 18650, 18350, or the 18500. The only problem is you get a lot of bare length, so you just have like this glaring chunk of mod here, which is fine. But if you use the longer tube, it'll cover more of that up, and it will give it this nice, more complete look. I noted the threads are awesome. They just fly off like hot, salty margarine. I'll put in a 18650 battery, give myself some more length, like just margarine smooth. Put the cap on. Cap goes in the box. There you go. Very, very long device. From here, I put on this atomizing device and took a vape. Had a vape. First, I screwed it down properly. And then I turned it on. So 3 clicks, turn this sucker on. Lights up, says on. And default, it is in variable wattage mode when it came out of the pack. And then I set it to 10 watts, but it's already at 10 watts because it remembers your wattage when you take the battery out or put a new battery in or turn it off, turn it on, switch between wattage and voltage. It will always remember your wattage or voltage. So, vape. I said, by golly, that's a lot of vapor. Then I said, I kind of taste something off. So I had another vape. I said, nice vapor again, but definitely something off. Something just tastes a little bit, not turkey bacon, but chemically to me. And then I scratched my mustache. So that's pretty cool. So anyways, what I wanted to do was figure out how to use this thing. Like I said, there are hieroglyphs on it. And they point to the respective switches. There's labels, there's plus, there's minus, there's power, and there's an ohm symbol. I have a terrible camera. It says ohm and D. So that's odd. But there's lines going to both buttons, so I figured maybe if I hold both, it'll give me ohms. So I held them. Lo and behold, I have ohms. 2.1 ohms. For some reason, ohms is measured with an A. Don't know why. Sure, they just got confused or something. That's okay. And I thought, well, how do I switch between variable voltage and variable wattage? Well, that's neat, because there's a hieroglyph, that's what I'm going to call them, going from each one here to the power button. One says power, one says voltage. So if I hold the power button and the voltage one at the same time, I believe we're now in volts. We are in volts. Switch through them, and if I want to go to variable power, variable wattage, I hold the power button and the wattage button. And now we are in variable power, and it remembered my wattage, which is super, super neat. Love that. Now, to check the the battery life remaining, you either hold, this wasn't on here, I had to actually look at the menu. You either hold the plus or the minus key for about 3 seconds, show the screen to the audience, and, oops. And 4.1 volts. Battery life remaining. This is one of the devices, as Phil so eloquently discovered the one day, that when you try to check your wattage, so it's at 10.5 now because of this, if I press down, it goes to 10. So you can't just press it once, check it, and then go up or down. As soon as you press it, it goes up or down. Oh well. From there, took off this device. Oh, sorry, it's called the Cozy. I don't know if I mentioned this in the video. It's called Cozy. It's the iClear 30, not 3.0, the iClear 30, and it's called Cozy. Or maybe the drip top is called the Cozy. That makes more sense. So then I screwed this onto a dirty old bolt so it didn't fall over, but I don't care if it falls over. So it fell over. And then up here, you have your 510 connection, huge drip well. It's not catch cup. It's not a drip well because you can't suck it back up into your atomizer. There's no way, no how. That comes off. Ego threading goes back on. You have these nice little riveting embellishments, but one rivet is drilled all the way through, which means that's your airflow and what airflow it has. Speaking of airflow, the bottom cap here has 6 vent holes, but if you open it, it only corresponds to 1 hole here. And what that is, it actually has tons of airflow, or tons and tons of air. So just 1 hole that leads to 6. So lots and lots of venting there. Screen's got a nice blue color to it, very, very visible. I turned all the lights off, but it was pretty bright in here anyway, so I won't do that again. But very visible screen. The button only lights up when your power's getting low or when you start having a vape on it. The color determines your battery. I went through all that. It's not super important. You can stack batteries in here. You can put 2 18350s, and the battery voltage meter measures it accordingly to each color. So it's green, yellow, red. What else can we talk about? The finish. It's stainless steel for sure. Definitely stainless steel, but the bottom seems to be chrome-plated something. Copper, brass, I don't know. it just has a different look to it, and I know it's not polished stainless steel because it's far too light. Same as around the window here. The buttons, however, the side buttons are metal. I scraped them on my teeth like so, and I decided they were metal. The power button is kind of like a Provari one, like a frosted Provari kind of button. It's plastic, it's see-through, but it sits almost completely flush. It sticks up maybe 1/2 millimeter. It's easy to find though. Definitely no confusing it for anything else. That nice glow to it. It's kind of neat. Kind of fades out there. And yeah, it's nice and clicky. I just turned it off. Now it's on. It says on the screen. Love the blue LED. Right now I have an 18650 in there. Well, the first screws are kind of squeaky, and then it just goes right ahead. Put an 18350 inside. Gadzooks. Just to show you how small this thing gets. It doesn't get that small though, unfortunately. To me, if you're going to use an 18350, the only reason you're using it is for compact size. You ain't using it for its amp or its amp limits, and you ain't using it for its battery life. You're using it to make your device smaller. So if this is as small as you can get with an 18350, which is still rather large. Here's a Caravella in 18650, and it's about an inch shorter. Here's a Bolt in 18500, not even screwed down all the way, and it's probably an inch shorter if I screwed it down. Close to, I don't even know what an inch is. So yeah, it's big. It's a big bazooka guy. I didn't try this yet. For some reason, whenever I get a new device, I always try to hook my GGTS up to it. Just something that I do. Because GGTS, or GG, MEO kind of pioneered the telescope game. So I always try to see what I can hook up to my GGTS. Oops. So let's see if a GGTS telescope fits in this sucker. Not even close. Hot dog hallway. So yeah, it doesn't get that small, but it has, you know, pretty nice features for it. You can use basically any battery you pick up off the desk, whatever happens to be charged. This particular kit did not come with a charger, which, that's cool, I'm indifferent, but to those of you that this might be your first variable power, variable voltage device, and you need a charger for your big batteries, that could be a problem. You also don't get batteries with it. Might be a problem. Squeaky threads towards the end, and it rattles, but it's actually the telescope and the body of this, because the threads don't go all the way, and the threads are a little bit off too. So slight rattle, but it's not a battery rattle, so you can't really fix it. Kind of sucks, but oh well. When you put a new battery in, it's not on. You got to turn it on. And we'll just check to make sure. I'll press the plus, so this should read 10.5 watts. 10.5 watts. So it remembers everything. Great. Working in reverse. We'll have one more vape. Call it a day. That's too bad. Now this is all dried and it tastes funky. I should not have done that 10-second cutoff time, and I haven't done that in this video yet. Anyways, there's a 10-second cutoff time, maybe 10.5 seconds. It was about 11 seconds and it turned off, and it burnt the hell out of this thing before it cut off. So could be good, could be bad. In the instruction manuals, it does not say how to lock it. I don't think there is a lock. I forgot to mention that. No. Doesn't appear to be a lock, but like I said, this is such a slim profile button that it's probably not going to fire off. It's basically flush. So too bad that I burnt this sucker. Let's see if I can get that burnt taste away. Nope. It's perma-fried. So, that's sad. But the good news is I don't have to throw the whole thing in the garbage. I can just switch out the heads, give this thing a good wash, see if I get rid of that chemical taste. So anyways, that's the iTaste SVD. This is my first look at it. I'm digging the look. It's got this satin finish with chrome accents around the button, around the window. Holy smoke, that's a lot of stuff I just broke. It's got a chrome bottom, and then in these crevasses here, you have like a media blasted finish, which looks really sharp. A nice, reminds me of Nintendo for some reason. It's like Nintendo font. iTaste SVD, very slick. Everything just seems relatively well put together. I'm very impressed with this. So I'll use it for a while, maybe a week, a couple weeks, and I'll get back with a nice follow-up, see if I can pick out any flaws in here. I'm sure there'll be something, but for the time being, rather impressed. So anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you have any questions about the SVD or anything else, but this one in particular, let me know, and I can try to answer them before you pull the trigger on it if you've been thinking about it. And I'll try to get an update video as soon as I feel comfortable endorsing it, not endorsing it. If I find any glaring problems, any safety problems, I'll be sure to let you guys know. So yeah, Vape Groovily, catch you later. I think that's it. See ya.